Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So excited to share with you my latest journal. This is a vintage French sewing journal and it was so fun to make. I forgot I had actually made this cover, another sewing themed one, using this beautiful paper that I got from a friend, and just covered the outside using that paper. And then I raided all of my vintage French ephemera and vintage French documents and pages because I'd actually run out of sewing themed supplies. But I looked through my vintage French supplies and found a whole bunch that I could make for this journal. So everything that I had sewing themed is now in this journal. And I'm trying to now stop hoarding my vintage French pieces. So this is a heavily embellished journal filled with authentic vintage French ephemera, and the pages, the feature pages, are also vintage French pages. Because I didn't have enough sewing themed ones, I did just use some book page ones or newspaper ones as well, and just other random ephemera like a vintage French postcard. And let's do a flip through of this. Vintage French receipts as well. And then these little pieces, I'm not sure what to even call these, but they're just so fun. And yeah, I just love that they're all different bits of pieces combined in this one journal. That was really fun. This is some tissue paper, some French tissue paper, or French themed tissue paper I should say, that I just decorated an envelope with and stitched around the outside. This is some of the cover pieces I cut out and sewed onto coffee dyed paper. There's some art deco pieces from France as well, and some cutouts here that I put in pockets throughout the journal. Lots of, there's a very eclectic journal filled with all different sorts of things. Here is vintage music paper and a queen stamp and just a washi sticker that I decorated and I thought went well with like the little pieces here. Kind of looks the same. What was I going to say? I can't remember now. But vintage French receipt, vintage French tags as well in the pockets. Some I just glued directly onto the page for a bit of decoration. Another tag here. Yeah, I love that it's actually from France, and I get them from various places on Etsy. So Rosella and Roses is one. Is it Simply French? The French Riviera. There's a whole bunch. All I do is I type in vintage French ephemera or vintage French papers or something like that to find whatever I can find in bulk with the cheapest amount for the bulk amount, and I'm looking at postage as well, so the cheapest postage. So every now and then I'll just type it in, and whatever comes up, I'll get whatever I think is the best value. And because I know shipping can be so expensive, so you want to make it worth the shipping. This is a washi sticker. This is a napkin envelope that I sewed. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ones. What's another one? Souvenir de la France, I think that's how you say it. Oh, this is a fun, cool pocket. I just decorated it with a washi sticker. There's some more cutouts in that pocket. Then there is a little sliding pocket here with some vintage ephemera. And then in the back there's also a pocket where I just placed another tag. So that's quite fun. Then we've got pocket pages with more tags here. And here there's just another larger receipt page, or I'm not sure what you call that, docket page. This one I've just not coffee dyed, stuck some decorative paper onto, it's textured onto a bag. This is a vintage French postcard piece. Look at these pages, aren't they beautiful? So I guess it was quite a good thing that I didn't have a whole bunch of, this is a, vintage French vocabulary card. It was good that I didn't have all sewing themed things, because it forced me to get creative and kind of pull together a whole bunch of different stuff, all with the vintage theme, and most of it French. This is vintage French dictionary page that I stamped on that envelope. This is damask bag with a tag in there. But yeah, it kind of created this really fun, eclectic journal, which I absolutely love. I really, really like it. So when you're forced to try different things and use different supplies and put them together, I don't know, I really, really like it. Maybe that should be the way I go with the future of making journals, instead of being so rigid in terms of it has to fit with the theme and it has to all be the same things. Instead, just try, still have the same theme, but maybe more eclectic. I don't know. Because that's one of the fun things about journals, isn't it? Is how, oh, look at that Singer machine, how cool is that? Is how eclectic they can be and the randomness of it. But because I am such a structured person, I don't know, I find personally my journals can be quite very, very structured and methodical and systematic, but just a different style. But so every now and then when I stumble on doing more of a random eclectic journal, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so fun. This is really cool. This is tissue paper with the sweet pink flowers, and this is vintage lace. But yeah, we always fall back to what our comfort zone is, I guess, and my comfort zone is systematic, methodical, all that kind of thing. That's what comes most natural to me, what's easiest to me. This is really sweet, look at that, little kitty cat. But yeah, always fun when your supplies tell you what to do. There's another tag in here. Oh, and this journal is available. If anyone's interested, feel free to email me. My email will be in the description box below. I thought that was so fitting for this journal, the lady with a big piece of fabric for this sewing journal. Just let me know what country you're from so I can give you a shipping price as well. There's my stamp, lots of threads, and there is the back there. So really, really fun. It's quite a bit chunky with all the embellishments in there, but so, so fun. I love it. This is one of my favorites, just for all the different pieces in there. My favorite pieces, vintage French ephemera. Hopefully there's still room to grow though, and kind of like a softish cover that can grow. And yeah, hope you like it. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.